Greetings to you all, and welcome once again to Drama Time on a Friday. You wonderful people who have been optimistically waiting for the drama to land upon your Spotify or Apple Music or wherever it is you listen to it, or even on YouTube itself. I want to welcome you to the show where we celebrate the weird and wonderful goings-on of the online world with the stories you have to tell. And everybody has a story to tell, and you can share yours with us at drama@preachgaming.com. It's been a hell of a week. We've been balls deep in FF2 and FF13, one of the most controversial entries into the franchise. It's a journey. It's a wild journey. We praise our Lord King Snow for all he bestows upon us, and lightning with gracing us with wisdom and cool moves, as long with crazy Australian accents that lead you in all kinds of weird and wonderful directions. We're having a good time with it, though, like a surprisingly really good time. We've just defeated some big bosses with some excellent plays, and all good. And a reminder that I will be off on a plane on Sunday to the lovely Los Angeles. I will be in California for 24 hours to check out PoE 2. And of course, if you missed our sit-down interview with Jonathan, the director of PoE 2 this week, you should check it out because it was kind of cool. It was really kind of cool. But I'll have some PoE 2 information for you as and when I can, my friends. But I've also put out a tweet, and you guys can boost this tweet to Holly Longdale. Because, you know, it would be, I happen to be in California when they're doing the weird mystery patch note thing that's going on, where they're releasing 10.2.6 and have decided it is not to be a global release. The tweet is there. I just said, I am there, Holly. If you want, I could come over and film like how this has been decided, because I guess they're expecting technical issues for whatever 10.2.6 is. So if you want to boost that, maybe we can get a really cool video out of it and some behind the scenes stuff. Who knows? But it's not why you're here right now, my wonderful friends. It's not why you're here right now. You're here to hear the tales of the weird and the wonderful. And as always, Beck's requests, please send your stories in. She loves reading as many stories as we can to choose the best for the show. Oh, I can see I've got some voice acting to do today, which will be interesting because my voice is destroyed, as I've no doubt you can tell. It is. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm going to take a day off on Saturday so I can recoup my voice before I end up in US&A. And having to do some more interviews and things. So, that will be the plan. The king of the casuals. Many people around the world protest doth. I am the king of the casuals. There is nobody more casual than me. I barely even play the game. I actually consider clicking the button to log in to be a little bit of an effort. An effort I don't particularly want to partake in. Is this about me? Who is the most casual of the casuals, and what does casual even mean? Now, I'm starting with this story because Bex is unhappy and has written her own response to it, so we will get to judge Bex, and I don't think Bex expected that, so this gavel is not for our author, Bex. It is for you. It is for you. I am flipping the script on you, Bex. We will be judging you accordingly. Yes, we will. Yes, I will be in California for like 26 hours, something like that. Very brief tour. Should be fun, though. I'm excited for it. All right. Dear Preacher Bex and the entire PG team, and all the countless members of the chat, greetings to you wonderful people. A massive brofist to you all from Germany. Okay, so a bit of buttering up going to our chat to start off. Interesting. My friends, lend me your ears. I've been a long-time listener and follower of your content, and Drama Time is my favourite. But even after all these years, I have yet to see you in a live stream. Hello. Either due to work or other commitments, or just plain forgetting you exist. Okay, dark. All right. However, I regularly watch Drama Time on YouTube, usually binging several episodes over the course of a couple of days, and it never fails to entertain and brighten my day, and you all deserve a massive thanks for that. You know what? You can stop pointing and laughing. Thank you. Now then, while listening to Drama Time while getting on with my weekend activities, I have toyed with the idea of submitting a tale of my own, but I've struggled to, sit down and type it out. With me currently on sick leave due to both my dad and my grandfather suddenly passing away in the span of less than 3 weeks, our thoughts go out to you, man. That sucks. I figured this would be a good time to do a little writing and take my mind off things. It could serve as a distraction, and because I have literally nothing better to do due to my parents living several hundred kilometers away, and I currently don't have the means to visit. My sister is currently staying over with mother, and they'll both be coming here soon. Okay. But that's not the point of this tale, my friend. The title may leave you in the audience curious. After all, the King of the Casuals is a rather prestigious moniker, one that is earned over many years of casualness. And who would be bold enough to claim it for themselves? I tell you all listening to this today, I do. Me. I am the King of the Casuals. I don't know what criteria there are, or exists, or if there is any, to be the biggest casual. You would have to be the most ungemmed, unenchanted person. I don't even know what game this is based on yet, but I'm guessing it's probably WoW. Mike, that's right. After having listened to many, many, many drama stories of noobs and casuals and other such peasants to my throne, I declare this with certainty. They are unworthy. I have the throne of casuals, and it is up to you and the live audience to judge if I am worthy of this crown. And on the following story, I will present you with a list, hopefully, irrefutable evidence to back up my claim. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the story of tonight's nominee. To begin your judgments, and please raise your gavels, allow me to give you a brief rundown of my World of Warcraft time. Oh, this might span several MMOs. I started playing WoW towards the tail end of the Burning Crusade, probably patch 2.3 or something around there. My very first character was a human mage who didn't reach level 20. Of course, my friends, I made all the classic noob mistakes that any other amateur would have made. I clicked my spells, I turned with my keyboard, my hotbars were just a fallen cake of mess. I never had any money. Alright. Died several dozen times fighting very easy mobs, and when I first ventured into the dungeon known as the Deadmines, I rolled need on every single item that dropped because I had never seen this window before. I was, in a word, a toxic complete shitter. Why are you rolling need on, like, mail belt that you can't wear? I understand the idea. It's like, well, I can sell it, I guess, but need and greed is not that complicated for a human being capable of installing and subscribing to an online game. It's just not that difficult. It really isn't. Do I need this? Do I want it because I'm greedy? Or do I want to pass it? It's really not that complicated. But worse than that, I had and still have zero determination and discipline, IRL or in-game. Okay. This is a very proud proclamation of being completely demotivated to do anything. I have zero goals, zero, and I will hear nothing more about it. I have no ambition. Because I sort of got bored of my mage, I deleted it at level 17. Why? Why? There are so many people who do this, who just delete half-leveled characters for some reason, because it's cluttering up their, like, character screen. Why? You might want to play it in the future. Like, I don't understand, but loads of people do this. They delete characters. I decided I was going to re-roll to what looked the coolest. A Night Elf Druid. Okay. I deleted my Night Elf Druid at level 11 after getting the Bear Form quest and not realizing to add more spells to the bars. So in your mind, you thought the game gave you an upgrade that didn't do anything but make you look like a bear, is what you're telling me. In your mind, it just made you look like a bear for some reason. Okay. I probably just got bored of something and could have figured it out. Sure. I then made myself, of course, the Night Elf Hunter. I deleted that after taming a beast because I didn't like the look of Teldrassil. Okay. If only you could leave. They should make it so you don't need to stay in Teldrassil. That's what they should do. They should come up with a system where you don't need to stay in a place that you don't like being, right? That would be really cool. That would be pretty exciting times. Even so, Mike, I loved World of Warcraft. You've never made it past level 17. What the fuck do you mean? I love this game. This game is awesome. I can't get past level 17, but it's sick. I was completely hooked and playing it as much as humanly possible. I spent my entire time making new characters, trying them out for a day or two, deleting them, and starting again. I swear to you all, I think I did this at least a dozen times before I found the one I loved. Alright, I'm willing to put this to a vote because it's not where I would have landed. What was his final outcome? A dozen times our man makes a character and deletes it and rolls again and rolls again. What? I want race and class. Race and class. What did he land on as the pinnacle? This is the one. No warlock, human mage, resto shami, no warrior, no rogue, undead. No, we are going alliance. Oh, close, but not good. There it is. A dwarven hunter. That's the pinnacle. That's where we're landing. The Dwarven Hunter. Awesome. So good. The weird thing, Mike, is I don't like dwarves. And I know that there are a lot of dedicated and passionate dwarf fans. Right. And I have zero intention of disparaging their good things. But dwarves are ugly AF. So why did I pick the dwarf then? Because at this point, I had also lost the motivation to run through wetlands in Elwyn and Westfall. I got sick and tired of Teldrassil because I had done that 5 times now. And with a dwarf, I could at least just take the tram to Elwyn. I mean, that kind of makes sense. The wetlands run is crap to get to Stormwind and Ironforge. Yeah, it is. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because if you're a dwarf, you start in Dunmorrow and you can take the tram to Stormwind. So it's really not that bad. Like, I can see that. I mean, I did the run, but I wouldn't like to do it 5 times in a row like our guy did. To this day, Elwyn is my second favorite starting zone in WoW. Oh, God. All right, another vote to the chat. What is our guy's favorite starting zone in the game? The best. The absolute best of the best. Tip top. Easy. It is, of course, Mulgore. Mulgore is fucking horrendous. It's awful. It's so bad. Mulgore is fucking terrible. Kinda based? No, Mulgore is so bad. The amount of running backwards and forwards to that one fucking camp in the south. Jesus Christ. There's something about the serene calmness. The wide open plains of Mulgore. It's Biss. Fuck you, Mike. Fight me. Alright. Anyway. I leveled that dwarf through the human zones, tamed one of the prowlers who roamed around Eastvale logging camp and made him my main pet for as long as that hunter existed, which was not particularly long. This hunter was also the first character I put in a guild. I honestly can't remember how I got into the guild. I'm pretty sure it was just trade chat I responded to. But before you get an aneurysm, Mike, yes, it was indeed a social guild, and no, I never raided with them. I'm pretty sure they didn't even have a raid team yet. Don't be too harsh. You're prejudging me. I'm not being harsh. I was 16 years old at the time and still terrible at the game, but I felt I was a good guy for being in a guild. At least the guild leader and the members were really nice and there was no drama that I can remember, so it could have been much worse, so it's okay. I'm not judging you. All I'm saying is when you recognize you want to move on, you should look around and see where you're at. That's all I'm saying. Alas, my hunter did not last too long, my friends. I distinctly recall deleting him. I deleted my hunter at level 43. I distinctly remember this because it was immediately after a Zul'Farrak run where I needed and won the male chest piece from Gazrilla. You might remember the one with intellect and MP5. It was clearly intended for shamans. Well, we didn't have a shaman in our group. I was wearing a leather chest piece with agility at the time. And in my brain, wearing male with MP5 must be better because I could now wear male. Sure. Sure. Agility's pretty crap for hunters anyway. I wouldn't worry about it. I thought as I equipped it, and a day later, I thought my character looked stupid on the character creation screen in his new chest piece, so I deleted him. It's hard to put into words, isn't it? It's hard for us to process this all at once. It really is. It's hard for us to hear the information and then sort of like go through our little brain factory and pop out a reasonable situation. Honestly, Mike, I was probably just bored. And I didn't realize how stupid I was for equipping intellect gear as a hunter. It was just the way I was. So, next character. I decided I probably didn't give it a fair shot all those times ago, so I went back to Night Elf Druid. A female this time, which would make it more fun. Okay. I did to slog through the tedium of leveling, and I got this character all the way to level 67. I remember I was so fed up with Outland, and even to this day, I hate questing through Outland. Alright, you're pissing me off now. You like Mulgore, but not Outland. Like, were you dropped as a kid? I don't understand. Did you, like, run into a wall or something? Like, what is going on here? Who the fuck likes Mulgore and thinks that Outland is bad? Like, It's so You're boring. You're boring. Still, one level before I could get out of this wretched hellhole and move into the glory of Wrath of the Lich King, which had released by this time, I decided I didn't like Druid and deleted it. Jesus Christ. Why? Why? Why are you just deleting characters? I don't understand. This is like, at this point, you've deleted 130 levels worth of WoW characters. Even Blizzard is confused. You're like popping up red flags on the system. They're like, well, this guy might not be okay. Mike, by now you and the audience should have a fairly good impression of exactly how crap I was at least sticking to a character. None of them lasted more than a few months at most, and I did not manage to cap a character until Icecrown Citadel, despite playing the game religiously since the Burning Crusade. The process would be always the same. I will point this out to our author here. Nothing you said is casual at all. It sounds like you play all the time. This is... Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. There's nothing casual here. You're just dumb. Not to be rude. You're just really stupid. And you just keep wasting your own time. Like, that's not casual. That's just like you should have, like... You're not allowed to use forks, for example, and you've got to stick to a plastic spoon. That's where we're at. I would start a character, level for a bit, and then around level 25 to 30, I would get bored and delete the character. Rinse and repeat ad infinitum. Why didn't I just put the character aside, you might ask, and come back to it later? Because in my mind, if I didn't want to keep leveling it right there and then having the character was pointless. In my mind, I would rather create a brand new character of the same class and do the leveling process over and over when I was excited to level it, rather than just put a character to the side and come back to it after a few weeks. Don't question mark. We're not the same. I think we're all clear on that. We are not the same. Yes, Mike, I know it's dumb. Okay. Yes, I know it doesn't make a lick of sense. No, I have not grown wiser. I still play like this to this day because it's how I enjoy it. You're fucking kidding me. You are fucking kidding me. You still do this to this day? Over the course of 15 years of playing World of Warcraft, I have created and deleted literally hundreds upon hundreds of characters. The longest I have ever played one single character was about 3/4 of an expansion from the middle of Legion to 8.1 BFA. But my friends listening to this, that is not even the worst of it. I'm literally just getting started. Are you fucking kidding me? I know that you are the judge, and my goal is to give you an abundance of evidence to judge me on. So, I want to be clear on this, and I didn't realize this either, audience. This is the warm-up to where we're going. We're fucked. If you're listening to this right now, if you're here with me right now in this hole, we are screwed. This is the introduction. I've just realized, because it's just scrolled up on the story, he's numbered the actual evidence. This is the warm-up. Okay? We haven't even got to number 1 on the list of reasons, all right? Yeah, that was just like the opening cutscene to the game. We're going in. Now then, I shall present to you with the aforementioned evidence of my claims that I am indeed the king of casuals. I don't think you're going to win that crown. I will begin with my strongest and most compelling evidence. Mike, I am really sorry, but I have to tell you, it is the truth. It is how I still play to this day. You have been warned if you choose to continue. Okay. Well, we're going to go forward. Right, guys? We're going forward. Number 1 on the list. My raiding career. Okay, here we go. My raiding career. Honestly, Mike, if I was to call it a career, I would be lying. That would be an enormous embellishment. You on Drama Time often tell tales of guilds or players who struggle with clearing normal mode. Players who have barely ever managed to finish an LFR run, who play nothing but LFR and have set foot in a real raid. Mike, I am worse than all of them combined. I will now give you a complete list of every single raid I have cleared while they were current content in the 15 years that I have been playing World of Warcraft. I have killed the following things. Sartharion Zero Drake's 10-man in Wrath of the Lich King. I have killed Archimonde LFR in Warlords of Draenor. I have completed the first wing of Ny'alotha LFR. And that's it. In 15 years. In 15 years. Even when LFR has been out since Kata, yeah? That's all our man has done. He has done... In Wrath of the Lich King, he killed a single raid boss, which was Sartharion 1 Drake. Sartharion 0 Drakes, sorry. Sartharion 0 Drakes was the only boss he killed in Wrath of the Lich King. He then never killed a single raid boss again until Warlords of Draenor, while playing relentlessly. And that was Archimonde LFR. He then didn't kill anything in... He killed nothing in Legion, nothing in Cataclysm, nothing in Mists of Pandaria. He then did the first wing of Ny'alotha LFR in BFA, and that's it. So in total, that's 6 bosses, right? 4 bosses per wing in Ny'alotha. He has killed 6 raid bosses when they were current content. I assume that means he's gone back and done stuff for Transmog. But in 15 years, he has killed 6 bosses, of which 5 of them were LFR bosses. Mike, I have done 1 very easy 10-man in Wrath of the Lich King and the LFR across 2 expansions, all while they were current content. Other than that, I have never set foot in a single current raid ever. So you might ask then, what did I do instead? I mean, you were never level capped. So there is a sort of logic here You were never level capped, like barely ever. So of course you weren't going to any raids. That's like, you can't even go in. As stated, I've been playing without many breaks since the Burning Crusade. I've never missed an entire expansion, and after Wrath of the Lich King, I had always capped at least one character, with one exception, which we'll get to, during that expansion. Was I doing PvP? Am I a PvP bro? Nope. Did I just run heroic dungeons or M+? No. Did I pet battle? No. I didn't do any of that. Okay, I don't know what the answer is. Genuinely, I don't know. I haven't scrolled down yet. What has this guy been doing outside of leveling, right? Leveling. What has he been doing? Rep farming? It's not fishing? Professions? Transmog? Could be. Gold farming? I don't know. World quests? Could be. Could be world quests. Could be. Okay. I honestly don't know. It could be any... but daily? For 15 years? I mean, we're talking since the TBC, right? That's where we're talking. Or we'll say since, like, Wrath of the Lich King, because that's when he actually capped a character before he deleted it. Mike, I can count the number of heroic dungeons I have done on a single hand over 15 years. The same with Mythic Plus. The highest Mythic Plus the highest... Sorry, this is melting my brain. The highest Mythic Plus key I have ever done in the history of World of Warcraft was a +4 Siege of Borealis once. I have never stepped foot into the arena. I have never done a rated battleground. Back in Warlords of Draenor, I did go to the Ashran zone and then left. I haven't unlocked pet battling on my current account. You have to unlock pet battling? Is that true? I mean, I have it because it needed some token in WoD to level up or something. I don't know. You do? I don't know. Maybe you get an achievement or something. If your chat isn't flooded with question marks, not flooded, but we're all very mystified by now. The still coherent people might be asking them, what did you do for 15 years? Allow me to drop a couple of names here alongside a potential PTSD warning. For 15 years, I have spent my time exclusively in certain zones. Every day, having a great time. Timeless Isle, Tanaan Jungle, Broken Shore, Argus, Nazjatar, Mechagon, The Maw, Korthia, Zereth Mortis. That is what I've been doing every day. I do endgame catch-up zones almost exclusively. For weeks and months, I farm gear and currency on all my characters over and over again. You might be asking, how many characters did I do this on? Well. But why, though? But why is the question. But why? Why? Well, let's go to number 2, leveling. As I stated earlier, I was and still very bad at sticking to a character. It has definitely gotten better over the last couple of years, but even to this day, I struggle to play just one. In fact, at this moment, I actually wouldn't say I have a main character. But again, I'll get to that later. Some of you might assume that I'm what is commonly known as an altaholic, a person who continuously creates alts to level and play. That's partly true. However, there was a period of time where I didn't like leveling either, even during the days when just dungeon grinding was the most efficient way to level. I did do a bit of that, and I did enjoy it up to a point. You see, from Wrath up to late Warlords of Draenor, the majority of my characters were leveled just doing dungeons. I played all roles, but found that I enjoyed healing the most since the early levels. It was very, very relaxed. Throw a hot or a shield in the tank and just chill. No, dude, I fucking hate you so much. You absolute fucking clown. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I fucking hate you. Oh my god, no. Look, yes, you're the healer. We get it. You make the health bar go up. But if there's no healing need doing, That doesn't mean like some fucking teenager working at Starbucks that you stand with a finger up your ass waiting for something to happen. Press a fucking damage button. For Christ's sake. What is wrong with you? Like, oh my god. Just press a fucking damage spell. No one gives a shit what it is. Just press the fucking button. You stood there for with your full ass manner with your face pressed into the wall. Jesus Christ. I'd throw a hot or a shield on the tank and then I could just chill. This usually changed around level 77 to 79 when you get into the later Wrath dungeons. At least for me, this is when the game got difficult. It's because you had to heal twice. These are still leveling dungeons, right? The game noticeably started to ramp up. And coincidentally, this is when I started losing interest in leveling. Oh my god. Wait, I had to cast like 5 spells and move out of something? Ah, that can't be arsed with this. This is way too much work. Was it because I was bad? I would like to think no. We still finished the dungeons with relative ease, but I started to notice that I was increasingly less comfortable with the, what I would call, newer dungeons, since I had much less experience in them than the vanilla to Wrath ones. How can you get... That's a fair point. How can we get more experience with the new dungeons? If only there was a way. Well, I'm coming up blank, so we'll have to leave it till next expansion. It's the only possible answer. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stop saying you know what I'm thinking. You know why you know what I'm thinking? Because it's fucking obvious. That's why. It's not because I've got some fucking giant mega brain. It's because we're all thinking it. Because it's the normal thing to fucking think. That's why. I know what you're thinking. I should have just done more of the dungeons to get experience. But that was a lot of effort. Yeah, I hear healers really struggle to get into leveling dungeons. That's true. Yeah, it is a bit of an effort. I preferred the easy method and just stop playing the character and go back to the baby dungeons. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Woo! Back to Ragefire Chasm. Now we're cooking on gas. I'd run the old dungeons over and over again, where everything was nice and comfy. I can't even begin to count how many characters I've created, played, and deleted over the course of Cataclysm, Mop, WoD, and Legion following this method, but I'd estimate probably around 200. Most of them would never make it past level 80. Mike, you and the audience might rightfully wonder, wait a minute, if you didn't even cap most characters, how could you have run the Timeless Isle and all the other shitty catch-up zones? Oh no. Oh, it's gotten so much worse. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Two words, the character boost. Are you telling me you spend your entire life leveling characters to not cap and then started paying for boosts? Oh, Blizzard loves you. Blizzard loves you. Yes, Mike. Our lovely little Overlord feature from Daddy Blizzard put into the game at the end of Mists of Pandaria. €50 and you get a shiny new max level character with full greens and a bit of gold ready and raring to go. When I think back to it today, I am horrified and embarrassed at what I did because I spent a lot of money. In fact, spent is the wrong... Oh, no. I feel horrible saying what I'm about to say. He did, yeah. The real word should be wasted. Because, as you'll remember... I didn't like having random characters I didn't want to play on my character screen. Mike, I recently checked my payments to Blizzard over the years. I am really sorry, but I have found out that I have spent €1,780 over the course of 3 years in the form of character boosts that did not exist for longer than a month. Maybe 2 at best. I mean, I don't know what to say. Tell me it stopped, for the love of God, before we need to start reporting you to someone. Bex, please get a follow-up that this person has stopped. And we are... This isn't like because you need an intervention of some description. There needs to be an intervention here. This is in addition to the monthly sub, because remember, I'm broke as hell and can't afford to buy game time with gold even to this very day. In short, so wait. Not only are you buying characters to cap them, to do the Timeless Isle? The Maw? Zereth Mortis. You're giving Blizzard money to boost a character so you can go and do the Maw. In short, I was close to their perfect customer, I imagine. He says was. I think he's moved past this now. To give you guys a little bit of hope, though. Okay, some hopefulness is coming our way. I will say, I have not bought a character boost since mid-Legion, once I realized how much I was spending. It's still a lot of money that I've thrown down the drain, I know. But I have to take that on the chin at this point. I know some people at Blizzard. Maybe we could sort you out. We probably can't. We probably can't. But I mean, if you would have let me know then, we could look into the logs and see if this is all accurate. And I mean, Jesus Christ. Friends, it doesn't end there. Number 3. This one's a little shorter, because I already said most of the things in the previous point, which is my strongest evidence. As stated, I have never really run dungeons, even leveling dungeons past Wrath of the Lich King, because they were in the newer category. After the leveling rework and introduction of Chromie Time in Shadowlands, I have actually not used the Dungeon Finder a single time. You haven't used Dungeon Finder since Shadowlands? Why, may you ask? Well, I found a renewed love of questing. It's so fun when you're not forced through shitty leveling zones and can pick and choose freely. All of my characters after BFA have been leveled through questing without stepping foot in a single dungeon. That doesn't mean they've all been capped, of course. Do you even have a capped character at this point? Like, $2,000 spent, thousands of hours spent. Do you even have a capped character? The majority got abandoned around the mid-30s when the XP gain started to slow down. I did manage to cap a few, however, at which they'd follow the same path as my boosted ones and be deleted. There was something about them being capped that made them less fun. You're like the reverse WoW player. You've like got everything upside down. Everybody else can't be asked leveling and just wants an endgame character. But you, quite the opposite. You've like got it all twisted up somewhere. I would get to level cap, spend some time in the cool catch-up zones, get some mediocre catch-up gear, do nothing with it since I don't do any group content, as mentioned, and then go to the character graveyard and start all over again. Mike, this brings us to Dragonflight, the expansion where I have yet to cap a... So you don't have a capped character. He hasn't got a capped character in Dragonflight. You know Dragonflight's ending soon. It's like, and you've still... Like, do you know it takes like 4 hours to cap a character in Dragonflight? It takes like no time at all. I did take a little break. My current highest level character is level 66. You've never made it past 66? Maybe it will make it to 70 at some point, preferably before War Within releases, but we'll see. But it doesn't end there. Number 4. What am I actually doing? Okay. Number 4 is what am I actually doing? So, Mike, if you've made it this far without tearing your hair out, I've only got a bit left, I've got to be careful. You may still ask yourself, how can you play WoW for so long and still accomplish nothing? Well, there is something I haven't told you about yet that may shed some light on this mystery. You see, way back towards the end of Wrath of the Lich King, when I finally managed to have a level-capped character, I discovered a new side to WoW that I had been oblivious to. Oh, I mean, this is the icing on the cake. This is the icing on the cake. There it is. What did he find? He did. It was the only thing left. I'm not surprised you guys guessed it. It's the only thing left. That's right, Mike. I'm a role player. This makes more sense, besides the wasted money. Role players never need to level cap. They often don't. They make characters. It actually fits. It fits the puzzle. Like, somebody who's not level capped and not asked about dungeons or anything probably does some transmog runs for outfits. RP. I have exclusively played on roleplay realms since Cataclysm. Both the German and English ones. Don't go to the German ones. Scheiße. Thankfully, you don't need good gear or even max level to play RP, and that's what I spend the vast majority of my time on. In fact, whenever I create a new character, my first thought is, it isn't what class should I pick, but rather, what is the concept behind this character? Where did he come from? And what is he likely to do? I know this is a bit difficult for the non-RPers to follow, but figuring out the concept of your RP character is like choosing what to paint. The story, what he's going to be, even before I touch the character creation screen, has become second nature to me. And it has actually had a positive impact on my chronic alcoholism. Believe it or not. Since I need a somewhat solid foundation for the tale I'm about to weave with my brand new character, it helps me to stick with one instead of re-rolling every few weeks. My adventures and escapades in the wacky world of WoW roleplay is a topic for another drama time. Oh, please do. Please do. Assuming there's any interest. We're interested. You lot certainly know by now that RP drama can be as juicy as anything, if not more so I could share some if you want to. So Mike, Judge Michael, and the jury of the chat, render your judgment. Am I indeed the king of casuals? The bottom of the I can't believe people actually play the game like this barrel? Or is there someone out there who would challenge my throne? Thank you for many, many hours of glorious entertainment, and here's to many more in the future. You are not even close, you fucking clown. No. You play more than most of us here. Are you out of your fucking mind? The king of casuals. Not getting anything done is not casual. It's just lazy. That's all. You're like... It's not even remotely casual. You're not even close to casual. You've paid more money than I have. And I had 3 accounts. You have given Blizzard more money than me, and I had 3 accounts and played World of Warcraft for a fucking business. Like, are you out of your mind? I created accounts where I had to pay for name changes weekly because people would stalk me and ruin the surprise, right? I'm going to find out. I think I can do this right now. I have bought Authenticator, motherfucker. Where's my phone? I don't know. Alright, I can't do it. I have no idea. There it is. Hang on. Where's my Authenticator? I don't know how much money I've given Blizzard over the years, but it's a lot. And I think you've got me beat. Why do I have 2 Authenticators? This is being fucking revamped or some shit. Go away. Battle.net. Loading request. Approve. There we go. Right, where's my receipt? Can I not do this? Does it not show you everything you've ever spent on your account? Balance history. Is it in there? Transaction history. Okay. Where's the total? Can I see the total? It's 5 pages long. 7 pages long. Oh crap, it's a lot of money. Can I download this as a spreadsheet? Oh my. I think I've got you beat, actually, now I look at it. I think I've got you beat now I look at it. It only shows, like... okay, it's 10 pages long. Holy shit, I've spent a lot of money. I did make a career out of it, true. But, in fact, I don't even think this is accurate, actually. Oh, you know what's worse? This only starts from 2010. So it doesn't include all the shit I did beforehand. It actually says my first purchase that it remembers is on April 7th, 2011. I bought StarCraft 2 Winds of Liberty for 45 quid. And then there are purchases which are which are blank. I can say this. Character transfer, race change. Character transfer, race change. Character transfer, race change. Yep. Legion Digital Deluxe, race change, race change. Character transfer, race change. Oof. Destiny 2, apparently I bought... Wait, I own Destiny 2 on Battle.net? Shit. Legion. I bought the virtual ticket. I was working at this point. Yeah, race change, race change. On November 24th, 2016, I bought a race change. On December 15th, 2016, I bought a race change. On December 21st, 2016, I bought a race change. On December 21st, 2016, I bought another race change. On January 18th, 2017, I bought another race change. On December 5th, 2017, I bought another race change. On February 4th, 2018, I bought a character transfer. I bought 2 character transfers that day. And the next day, I paid for a race change. On March 18th, 2018, I bought a race change. On March 28th, 2018, I bought a character transfer. On May 30th, 2018, I bought a race change. On the 26th, I bought a character transfer. On the 23rd, I got a character transfer. On September 12th, I got a race change. 22nd, I got a race change. On the 27th, I got a character transfer. I did 2 character transfers that day. On March 15th, 2019, I bought 5 character transfers. I'm guessing that's the formation of Bald, Fat, and Ugly. On April 29th, I bought a race change. On March 2nd, I bought a name change. That I was streaming at that point for sure. That's like a sub goal to change it to fucking Floor Inspector or something. On August 5th, I bought another race change. On December 10th, 2020, I bought another race change. On February 21st, I bought another race change. I bought another one on July 15th, 2021. And then I stopped it. After that, it's any subscription payments. No, wait, mine is 15 pages. Yeah, stop looking. It's for the best. After Judgment, Bex has a response. Hi, Mike. Hi, chat. This is Bex. I was reading through this story for Drama Time and thought, ha! I am way more casual than this guy. Not only am I the queen of chaos, I am the queen of casuals. I regard Dungeons and Raids the same way Max reacts to good transmog, with mild ambivalence and a hint of disdain. I am so casual that when I play World of Warcraft, I am actually shocked John hasn't stuck electrodes all over me in a medical experiment to prove that people can actually be brain dead whilst playing this game. The author of this story joined the game earlier than me. I give him that. But I joined World of Warcraft because I saw a goblin get the shit kicked out of him after he got roundhouse kicked into a shed, and I thought, I could do that. When was that? I don't even know when that was. Was that like an advert? I also then found out you could be a werewolf and had dreams of tearing people's faces off, and then roundhouse kicked them into sheds. And then I found out you could be a werewolf that turns into a bear. I was destined to be a clawer of people's faces and kicking them into sheds and look cute as Paddington whilst doing it. I started World of Warcraft in Mists of Pandaria and made my Worgen druid that I still play to this day. I have this guy beat. He has at least attempted some raids and has admitted he even enjoyed some dungeons. This tryhard sweat has even done Mythic Plus. Bex, I didn't actually know this about you, and now I'm sad. I have taken part in one raid when it was current in Warlords of Draenor with my guild. After this one raid, the guild collapsed because of an affair between two of the raiders. No, it did not include me. I do admit I have completed LFRs and done them weekly for random shit. I have only ever done dungeons I was forced to do to level the story and never went back again. Like those ones in Legion where you had to go and collect all the random items and put them in a basement in Dalaran to forget about them forever. That's true. Yeah, to unlock those things, yeah. If I am not forced to do a dungeon, I refuse to do it. And the same for raids. If I am forced to do one, I still won't unless I really want to have to do the story. Because fuck World of Warcraft telling me what to do. I could be naming planets in No Man's Sky or building awful bases in survival games that Gimpy and Zoe inevitably have to fix. If a game forces me to do something, I won't do it, as I'm as stubborn as Mike on his bad food takes. When I level, I generally run around, read all of the dialogue I can find. I admit I play most games mainly for the story and the environment. I have a need. How did you end up watching my channel? I don't fucking understand. How did you even come to be here? I have a need to pick every single herb I find, and I have to make sure I've collected every single battle pet in the zone before I can leave that zone. I don't understand. I have never ever leveled a battle pet. I just like collecting them. Not only did you somehow find my channel, but you started coming to the real life events. And most of my shit was about raiding and playing your character well. If there is a mystery found by the community, there is also a compulsion I need to do. There was a cat somewhere in Karazhan a while back. There's that swirly sand belt which looks awesome on literally anything you wear. There are other secret pets and I collect them all. Whilst you guys are all herp derp look at my legendary, I'm all like herp derp look at how many colours I have this fox pet in. And when you guys are all like look at my Raider.io score, I'm all like dude, I have 6 stacks of this herb now. I'm the shit. The best time in WoW for me was when they remembered archaeology existed. I'd put my little scope thing down until it blinked red to green and then start digging. I would spend ages walking around collecting shards and finding stuff I never knew I needed. There was a Hearthstone, there was a bony boy dino pet, and of course the ugly dino raptor mount. I will admit, I generally don't try and collect mounts though, because I've always been a druid, so I don't need them. The only mount I ever wanted was Tyrael's Charger, because I love D3, and I also played Tyrael and Chromium Heroes of the Storm, and when they released that again, I bought it immediately. If a mount is really cute and is attainable to us plebs, I'll try and get those. I felt bad the time-lost Proto-Drake was lost and wandering around on his own, so I camped him for 7 months, and I did get him. I have never used it, though, because I use Flight Form. You camped for months for a pet, for a mount that you didn't want to use. Like a true collection addict. I joined a roleplay server one singular time thinking I'm going to be the landlord in Stormwind and be like Peggy Mitchell, like get out of my pub. As soon as I went to the pub though, my perfectly plain looking female human dressed in a random leather armor was approached by 2 male humans who declared they were to have a duel to see who could have my hand in marriage. I logged out and deleted the character, and I have never logged into an RP server since. I admit I differ from the author on Ashran, though. I played the shit out of Ashran. I was a gnome DK there mainly, and it was so easy to run in and kill people because they wouldn't notice a little gnome running at them. There was also the race where you had to stand around a cleft hoof if you were Horde, or an Elec if you're an Alliance, to get them to move in a circle, and whichever side made their animal get to the other side faster won. What the fuck are you talking about? I have never heard of that in my life. Are you making this up? Is this an Ashran thing? It's an Ashran event. I have never heard of that in my life. Never. Gnomes could just stand under whichever animal it was and you get left alone. It was easy. In Mists of Pandaria, I obsessed on my farm, bring that back, agreed, and getting max level in all 6 tracks of Pandaren cooking. I would not obsess over cooking like that again until that useless panda would burn all of your food. Nomi, I also love the Timeless Isle. I hate the fucking Timeless Isle. A daily lore quiz, which was hype as fuck. And you just ran around killing shit until things spawn and you killed that. I hate Timeless Isle. Get disappointed you didn't get a mount and then do it all again. Sometimes I go off and murder poor frogs on the beach. There's probably a reason for doing that, but I don't know why, but I definitely killed a lot of them. I always look forward to new WoW content because 1, there's brand new pets to collect. 2, more story to read, and 3, more secrets, and 4, of course, more drama stories for our show. I'm really looking forward to the future of WoW too, mainly because my favourite character has always been and will always be Nozdormu. And now he's doing stuff again, instead of being all sad and depressed looking at sand like a washed up celebrity chilling on a beach in Miami. So with all this understood, I think I stand pretty fair claim to the title of Queen of the Casuals. I win. Although I do admit I've never needed on stuff I didn't need, and I am gemmed and enchanted. I've never bought a WoW token. I still win, though. I don't know. I mean, it makes me, like, feel bad because I pay you. And this is your experience. Like, when we're having these... Bex, I have to ask this question. When I'm sat sort of like regurgitating this idea for a story involving some very niche thing that happened 10 or 12 years ago between some members of a guild based on a forum thread I'm pretty sure I remember, are you just like, like you're like, I don't know, just like placating some old cranky geezer with his weird stories? Here goes Mike telling his little stories again. And then there was Nihilum. And then there was SK Gaming. And of course, Mike, I'm writing it all down. Yeah. Good. I mean, I do research them all. That's true. That's true. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings the end of Drama Time for today. We're all going to need a cup of tea after that one. For sure. I am off to California. I will be back on Wednesday. So there's no stream Monday or Tuesday. We will be back Wednesday and we'll be looking at 10.2.6 super secret special event that for some reason is being launched in North America first. So it won't be so super secret for the rest of us because obviously it'll all be released and streamed by that point. It should be great and wonderful. So as long as I'm not doing anything at Blizzard, which I don't think I am. We just sent a random tweet off. I don't think anything's going to come of that. Everything should be fine and dandy, and I will see you again Wednesday morning. So be good, be awesome. FF13 and WoW stuff on Wednesday. Love you guys. Be good. I'll see you again.